every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, would you let it room? Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, babe, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't know you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, life's telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Life's telling you, don't waste it on me. What to think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. They sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves. We won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play haters' face.
welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. Tonight we're with the Southern Excitement Racing League, and we are at North Wilkesboro. This track set in 1987. Top three fastest on the board right now. Our point leader Blake Giglio, second in points Bill Stringfellow, top two again here at North Wilkesboro. Third quickest is Justin Michael in the 87. Fourth quickest is Patrick Colby, returning from an absence here in the SERL. Good to have Patrick Colby back out running with us again. Currently have 19 cars in the session. Justin White making his first laps in that 88 car. As we get ready to go qualifying. Of course, I have to be looking out for Blake Giglio, Bill Stringfellow, Justin Michael, Patrick Colby, John McMillan Jr., top five quickest. Jamie Dunning with his first top five last week, sixth quickest. Mark True, seventh. Josh Mayu, eighth quickest. John McMillan Sr. and Jonathan Cogswell round out the top 10 in practice speeds. So as we go to qualifying, we'll see where these guys will be able to line up for the start of this race. Cogswell first on track. A couple of others out there right now. Patrick Colby, Justin Michael out on track. John McMillan Sr. all making their qualifying efforts. We are fighting for the 0X Designs Pole Award. If you need a iRacing paint scheme, make sure you go to 0X Designs. They design all my cars. Fantastic job at a very fair price. 0X Designs. Patrick Colby quickest on out there currently. Jonathan Cogswell coming around to end his second lap. Patrick Colby sideways on his second lap. John McMillan Sr. Bill Stringfellow out there, second quickest. Justin Michael goes out there and runs a hot lap. Patrick Colby in second right now. Bill Stringfellow in third. Mark True trying to get a big run. Jamie Dunning qualifies fifth right now. Josh Mayu out there in seventh quickest. Matthew Prentice, ninth quickest right now. John McMillan Jr. is out there running his first lap. Slings it down into turn one, eighth quickest for John McMillan Jr. on his second lap now. Second lap up to fifth quickest for McMillan Jr. Ryan Smith out there. Blake Giglio sitting at the end of pit lane, awaiting his turn. Here comes Ryan Smith to make his qualifying lap. That good looking 91 car. It's a little high off turn 4. Squirrely down the front stretch. Ryan Smith crossed the line. 10th quickest. Andrew Rattel out there. He's making his first lap. Had to really let out there. 10th quickest for Rattel. Smith across the line. 11th quickest, Justin White. He's getting up to speed. Andrew Rattel on a second lap, still 10th quickest. Blake still sitting in the pit lane, hasn't moved yet. Justin White out there as well. These guys getting ready to run their laps. Currently Justin Michael with the quick time. Here comes both Blake and Justin White. Blake with a big run out of the corner. Justin White getting up to speed as well. Blake was quickest in practice. He's the one guy that may be able to knock off Justin Michael, but Michael picked up almost a 10th from practice. Top of the board for Blake Giglio, and he's just going to park it after one lap. Justin White 12th on his first lap. Justin White maintains second, or 12th place, excuse me. We've got 14 guys that have qualified. Got 19 cars in the session, so 5 guys have not qualified, choosing to sit around the back. Nobody else chooses to go out and qualify. We may have our pole award winner, our 0X Designs pole award winner. Looks like it's going to be Blake Giglio. Didn't look like we're going to get anybody else out here. Maybe we can get a word with Blake Giglio. Hey, Blake, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Dakota.
Hey, man, you get out there. You're looking fast here at North Wilkesboro. Is this a good track for you?
No. It's probably one of my least favorites that we go to. But I think we'll have something this week. I think that I'm going to be pretty good. I don't know. Hope so. But I'm getting bullied by Joey so far, so that's good. So it should be a fun night.
Well, you can let him bully you, but he's too afraid to even run a qualifying lap because he knows he ain't going to get nowhere as fast as you, bud.
Yeah, he's probably running 19.2s. So.
Well, this is not your favorite track. That spells probably disaster for the rest of the field as you're faster than Justin Michael and Bill Stringfellow. Got Patrick Colby out there. Who do you think your fiercest competition is today?
The one that's always my fiercest competition. There's 2 of them. Bill and Justin.
Yeah, no doubt. So what do you think's the keys to win here today? You think it's going to be a lot of cautions, or you think we're going to get some green flag runs?
A lot of these guys, I mean, most of them, I think all of them actually are very respectful. So I think there's going to be a lot of give and take. We should be green, I think. I mean, I feel like we're obviously going to have a couple cautions at short track. So I think once you get single file, I think we'll be good. I think lap traffic's going to be big, so trying to get through that traffic's going to be key, I think, and something I struggle with. So hopefully we can not struggle with that and stay out front.
Well, good luck, Blake. We got about a couple minutes left. I think one may be going to qualify, but it looks like you're going to be our 0X Designs Pole Award winner. You got anybody you want to thank before we get going here?
Yeah, Jamie's gonna be bringing me to McDonald's because he told me I wasn't gonna get the pole, so he owes me McDonald's now. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Rocket Racing Setups. You for broadcasting this race, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I believe so too. Good luck, man, and have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
That was the pole award winner. We got Travis White out on track now in the 23. We'll see if he can knock Blake off the pole. Blake, quickest in practice, quickest in qualifying so far. Travis White, 15th quickest on the first lap. This one looks a little bit better, but he comes a little high off of turn 4. Travis White, 13th quickest in the 23. Take a look here at our schedule. Tonight we've got 200 laps here at North Wilkesboro. The stage will be on lap 90. Your pole award winner, 0X Designs pole award winner, is Blake Giglio in the 16 as we're getting ready to go to the grid. Of course, the ones to watch, top 5 quickest, Blake Giglio, Justin Michaels 2nd, Patrick Colby qualified 3rd, Bill Stringfellow 4th, Jonathan Cogswell rounds out the top 5 as we all get gridded in. We'll take a look through the grid. And there is your point leader and your 0X Designs pole award winner here at North Wilkesboro. Blake Giglio going to roll off from this first starting position. Outside pole, Justin Michael in the 87. Patrick Colby going to start 3rd. Good return for him. Bill Stringfellow in 4th starting spot. Jonathan Cogswell going to start in 5th. John McMillan Jr. in 6th spot. Jamie Dunning going to roll off 7th. Mark True in the 8th starting spot. Josh Mayu in 9th. John McMillan Sr. in 10th. Andrew Rattel going to start in 11th position. 12th starting spot is Justin White. 13th is Travis White. Get our cameras reset. There we go. Travis White, 13th. 14th spot is Ryan Smith. 15th, Matthew Prentice in the number 15. Casey Herring going to roll off 16th position. Dean Clavette in 17th. Joey Doucette going to roll off 18th spot. And 19th will be Kevin Franks rounding out the field. There is your starting grid as they begin to roll off here. Blake already burning out those rear tires. He's probably going to need those. There's your starting lineup. We'll have a couple of laps here before we go green. Initial start going to be on the green flag. And any restart will be on the leader. So we'll see who gets the biggest firing off down into turn one. The inside line, probably the preferred line, but we've seen Justin Michael make that outside line work on those first couple of laps. And I think whoever gets out front here is going to make a difference as we get going. Pace car going to head down pit lane. We're waiting on the green flag for Blake Giglio here at North Wilkesboro. Blake already out front. Stringfellow, he makes the fourth spot work. He'll move into third around Patrick Colby. McMillan Jr. on the high lane trying to get that working. He'll get around Patrick Colby as well. Colby going to slip back to fifth. Now Cogswell taking a look on the inside. He's going to get there. Colby slipping back just a little bit. He may be able to get the power off the corner. No, Cogswell going to go on around. They'll go single file here. Patrick Colby slips into the sixth spot. Mark True right behind him. These guys looking for an early green flag run. Jamie Dunning in 8th position. John McMillan Sr. up to 9th. Casey Herring's moved up 5 positions already. He's up to 11th spot. Running down Andrew Rattel in the 10th position. Up front right now, Blake Giglio holding on to the lead, but everyone is hot on his tail. We'll have to see who saves the tires the best. It's going to take about 10 or 12 laps for the tire wear to really start to show and for this field to kind of spread out a little bit. Justin Michael trying to make a move. He's up on the high lane now. Can't quite get the power down out of the corner. Has to step back a little bit. Stringfellow trying to make a move now. These next several cars are very tight. The battle for fifth as Patrick Colby's gotten back to the inside of Jonathan Cogswell. Mark True looks pretty quick as well. He's going to have to try and find his way around these guys. He's choosing the outside lane. Trying to follow Cogswell, but Patrick Colby on that inside can't quite get by the high line. A little bit quicker right now. Colby going to slip up and get in front of Mark True and hold on to the 6th position. On back, there's a second pack here. Justin White, Josh Mayu battling for the 14th position. These guys have fallen off the lead group by almost the entire front straightaway. And Mayu able to get around the 88. It looks like these guys just trying to take it easy. But these leaders are going to be catching them pretty quick as Blake Giglio, he's coming across the line. Last place is a half a lap down already. Justin Michael has slowed just a little bit. Stringfellow able to run him down. And as I say that, he starts to reel Blake back in. Justin Michael trying to make a run at the lead. Justin Michael, he's there. Just can't quite make the move. And Blake was talking about late lap traffic going to be a factor. These guys are reeling in. Some of these guys in the back, about a little over a straightaway between first and last right now. Top five, Blake Giglio in first. Second place, Justin Michael. Bill Stringfellow runs third. John McMillan Jr. in the fourth spot. Jonathan Cogswell sits fifth place right now. Patrick Colby in sixth. Top five beginning to gain a little bit of a distance on the rest of the field. Mark True in seventh. Jamie Dunning in eighth. You see the tire wear difference making a big difference here, as we are 25 laps in, and the field's starting to spread already. John McMillan Sr., Andrew Rattel round out your top 10. Then we've got a gap back to Casey Herring. Matthew Prentice there in 12th. Travis White 13th spot. Then there's another gap to Justin White and Josh May battling for the 14th position. Like a car hitting the wall. 16th, Ryan Smith. Joey Doucette currently sits 17th spot. Dean Clavette battling hard with Kevin Franks for 18th spot. And then right behind these guys, Blake Giglio starting to reel him in. Blake's trying to build on his lead, already 0.7 of a second back to second position. To go back through the field, everyone's spread out a little bit right now. Here's the biggest battle on the track. Joey Doucette, Dean Clavette battling for the 17th spot. Clavette just can't quite get enough of a run as the leaders quickly approaching these three. Clavette to the inside. Can he get around? See the leaders right behind these guys. I think Clavette knows he's got to get around Joey and try and distance himself as much as he can. Joey just not having it. And Kevin Frank stuck behind these guys, can't go anywhere. Our leader Blake Giglio right behind him. Clavette does complete the pass. He'll get around Joey Doucette. He's going to try and set sail as the leaders are approaching. Kevin Frank's now trying to work his way around the number 22 of Joey Doucette. Frank's trying to work the high line, not going to get it done. And there's our leader, the 23, into pit lane. Looks like some right front damage on that car. May already be taking a set of tires for the 23, so tire wear showing it to be a factor 37 laps in. Looks like the 23 may be calling it a day. We'll see if he pops back in. Giglio trying to work the high line around the lap cars as they are battling for position. And the top two have really pulled away. But this is going to allow Justin Michael to close that gap. As there is just nowhere to go for Blake Giglio right now. Still down to the inside. And Justin Michael is right there. So these two trying to weave their way through traffic. And just as Blake Giglio predicted in his pre-race interview for that 0X Designs Pole Award, lap traffic being a factor. Justin Michael now breathing down the neck of Blake Giglio as these two are battling side by side right in front, and they cannot get through. Giglio now side by side of the 98 of Kevin Franks. He's going to get around. Now he's going to try and get around Joey Doucette on the inside. Side by side with the lap car of Doucette. Giglio trying to power off the corner. Trying to get some of that time that he lost to Justin Michael back. As we are halfway through the stage. He'll get around Joey Doucette, and now they're three wide with the second place car down on the inside. They do make it through, but man, Justin Michael, he'll get through. Now now Bill Stringfellow, excuse me, will have to battle his way through those three lap cars. And Dean Clavette, one that we was covering earlier, was trying to get around Doucette. He has pulled a good way ahead of the leader, so he's trying his best to stay on the lead lap. He has now caught John McMillan Sr. for the 14th position. And he'll make the move to the inside. He's going to get right around. As the battle for the lead starting to get a little closer here. Justin Michael has reeled in the 16 of Blake Giglio. Hard into the corner, Justin Michael really diving it in right to the back bumper of Blake. These two 3 seconds ahead of Bill Stringfellow in third. Now Giglio's starting to pull away a little bit. Giglio's been the faster car the whole race. Stringfellow has not made his way around these lap cars, still stuck behind him. He's gotten around one, and the 2 cars behind him beginning to reel him in for third spot. Can't quite catch these 2 lap cars. These guys may have worn their tires as much as these 2 in front of them. Patrick Colby trying to work this lap traffic to his advantage to try and get around Bill Stringfellow. The 28 of Colby in the very colorful car working on that blue and black 83. The 98 of Kevin Franks kind of runs Stringfellow high into the corner. Doing his best to get around. Colby all over him though, not letting him go, even though he has now cleared the 98. Big run off the corner for Stringfellow. Colby not quite clear of the 98. Stringfellow to the inside of Doucette. Doucette a lap down. Oh, Colby gets sideways off the corner. Let's take a quick look. Try to power up and just gets a little sideways. That'll cause some distance between him and the 83. We go to the inside of Patrick Colby's car. Stringfellow just in front of him. You can hear just how easy these guys are on the throttle. Leader Blake Giglio has caught Dean Clavette. Clavette made his way around McMillan Sr. and Matthew Prentice. Has been able to hold off the leader Blake Giglio so far, as these guys are running down a big group in front of him. Let's go to the cockpit of Blake Giglio and see just how you get around this racetrack. Being very gentle, saving the tires, down low off exit. And Clavette, who had lost so much time earlier, able to maintain pace with the leader. So this has to be encouraging for Clavette if he can find his way now back onto the lead lap, as Giglio does clear him. These two battling side by side for position. Justin White and Andrew Rattel. Justin White in the 88, Rattel in that yellow number 5. Giglio able to work his way around. Clavette trying to follow the 16 through. Oh, and there's a wreck in front. Oh, somehow the 16 makes it through. Caution on the speedway. Josh Mayu around. Somehow our leader made it through that. Let's take a look. The 0-2 down into the corner. And you see he's already a little bit sideways. Sliding down the front stretch. And man, I don't think Blake even saw him. But as he goes to the high line, just scoots through. No one else, I don't think, clips him. Someone may have clipped him here. May have been Clavette who hit him. Clavette actually hits the outside wall. Let's take a look at Blake from the cockpit view. Let's see how he made it through that. Oh, he sees smoke. Oh, there's no way he even knew that he was going to make it through. What a move by Blake Giglio. Go back live. All of our leaders have already pitted. Cogswell, Rattel, Justin White all stayed out one extra lap. Now they're in the pit lane. So this will bunch the field up right before the stage. 90 is what we're looking for on the stage. Currently lap 72. We got two guys that may be trying to get their lap back, as they are out ahead of the leader right now. Mayu, the cause of that crash, currently 13th, one lap down. as we're getting ready to go green flag again. Looks like Blake may be choosing the outside line. Interesting choice from Blake Giglio, who's led every lap so far, except for one lap, I believe, under the caution as everyone was pitting. Green flag, Giglio out front. 15 laps left in the stage. Justin Michaels there. Justin trying to get a stage win. Giglio not going to let it up easy. Patrick Colby now looking to the inside of the 87 for second. He's gotten his way around Stringfellow. We know Justin Michaels been quick on the short run, but Blake has really showed himself on the longer run. Michael into the corner a little bit too hard. Giglio able to get 2/10 out of that. Top 10 will get stage points. No cautions at lap 90. Dunning currently up into the top 5. He's made his way around John McMillan Jr. He sits there in 6th. Casey Herring's moved up to 7th spot. Mark True in 8th. Jonathan Cogswell 9th position. Andrew Rattel in 10th. Justin White and John McMillan Sr. Looks like some damage from the 75. Those guys, the only cars left on the lead lap. Blake doing all he can to hold off Justin Michael. Justin trying to work the outside line. It's just not there right now. Blake holding the inside line hostage. Colby's trying to put his name in this hat for the stage win. Lost some momentum through there. Blake just not going to give up that inside line. Almost into the outside wall there. These guys pushing very hard as we're reaching the end of the stage. Side by side off the corner, Justin Michael. Can he carry the momentum around the 16? This is the first real challenge we've seen to Giglio today. Side by side battle, Blake not giving it up. That time Blake had to get on the brakes early, and Justin Michael will pass. Colby now to the inside of Blake. And he will get clear. Jamie Dunning on the inside of Bill Stringfellow for 4th spot. Those guys are teammates. John McMillan Jr. all over him. These guys really in the lap car. John McMillan Sr., close call for Justin Michael. They're going to be able to get through, but Blake has found that 87 as we're coming around almost to the white flag on the stage. We are on lap 90, white flag for the stage. At the end of this, we'll give away stage points. We're not going to call a caution. Slow car down on the inside. Justin Michael going to be your stage winner. Blake Giglio holding strong in second. Unofficial stage results, we'll go back and review them, but Justin Michael, your stage winner. Blake Giglio second. Patrick Colby third. Jamie Dunning with a fourth place in the stage. Bill Stringfellow fifth. McMillan Jr. in sixth. Casey Herring seventh. Mark True eighth. Jonathan Cogswell ninth. And Andrew Rattel in 10th spot. We'll go back and review those after the race. Those are your unofficial stage results. Justin Michael continues to lead. Blake Giglio, he has proven to be extremely strong on the longer run. I think he's back there trying to save those tires. Running his pace is the 87 of Justin Michael. Gets out front and leads some laps. We've got one note into the pits. John McMillan Sr. down pit lane as he'll try and get some work done on that car. You see some right front damage and some right rear damage, it looks like. Patrick Colby looking very quick in his return. In the third position. Knocking on the back door, Blake Giglio for second. That team championship that these guys are running for. The team that has kind of run away with it, Blake Giglio in second, Jamie Dunning in fourth, and Bill Stringfellow in fifth. These guys all on the same team, 3 cars in the top 5 right now as we are approaching halfway. These guys can make it to the end on fuel. We'll see if they choose to try and make it all the way to the end on tires. As Giglio has run down Justin Michael. And the battle for the lead is on. We know the long run car is in Blake's favor. Justin was probably pushing hard to try and win that stage, which he did. The field is quite a bit strung out now. Top 5 have kind of run away from the rest of the field. There's Giglio looking to the inside. Can he get enough of a run? Justin Michael choosing to protect that outside lane. Oh, the 16 of Giglio almost into the outside nut wall. Not sure if he got it or not. It looks like he may have clipped it a little bit, but not enough to really cause any damage. Just shows how hard these guys are pushing. 95 laps remaining, though. Only one caution so far. Giglio is there. When will he make the move? These guys a little over a straightaway behind the rear of the field. Top five all right there together. McMillan Jr. not far behind these guys. Justin Michael a little crooked off the corner. That's going to allow Giglio to the inside down into turn one. Not going to have enough of a run. He'll take another look. He's going to roll the center. Can he get enough of a power off the corner? Justin Michael still leads the lap, side by side for the lead. Oh, they touch. Justin Michael may have tagged the wall a little bit there, down into the side of the 16 of Blake Giglio. Giglio will get the pass and the lead. Blake back out front now. The number 16 reassumes the lead. Blake Giglio, second time he's led today. Can he now distance himself from the rest of the top five? He has been the better car on the longer run. Justin Michael a little sideways. That makes Patrick Colby get loose off the corner, trying to avoid. Patrick Colby very quick here today at North Wilkesboro. Sideways the 87. Able to save it somehow, but he's going to lose a lot of momentum. Patrick Colby now to the inside. Can he get around the 87? That may have really scrubbed his tires as he took a massive slide down into turn three. And this right here is exactly what Blake Giglio wants to see. He's now a second ahead of these guys. They are battling side by side for second position. Colby on the inside, Justin Michael on the high lane. Side by side across the line, almost even neck and neck. Colby a little loose off the corner. Can Justin Michael get enough? He will clear the 28. But with all that battling, Blake Giglio's pulled out to over a second lead over these two. Clavette right now is the free pass car. If we were to get a caution, he's shown a lot of speed. This guy's battling hard. He's having to battle Kevin Franks couple of cars behind him for that free pass position. Bill Stringfellow making his way back around Jamie Dunning, back into 4th spot. Dunning not giving up yet. Already 121 laps down out of 200. These guys making an incredible pace right now. Only one caution so far in the race. Stringfellow now trying to close in on Patrick Colby. As we go back through the field, Jamie Dunning is sitting 5th. John McMillan Jr., there he is, 6th position. Casey Herring just behind him in the 2. Mark True sits 8th spot. Andrew Rattel there in the golden number 5 in 9th. Jonathan Coxwell behind him, currently 10th position. Justin White on the lead lap, 11th spot. And Dean Clavette, he's first car a lap down, currently sits 12th position. So only 11 cars remaining on the lead lap. Blake Giglio now catching the rear of the field once again, trying to make his way around and not let the rest of this group run him down to the outside of Josh Mayu. Mayu going to let him go, as he'll now look to the inside of the 15 of Prentice. And he'll get around the 2 lap cars. Justin Michael now stuck behind him. Blake Giglio has been the class of the field so far. Justin Michael has been really the only one to show a real threat to Blake's chances at a win. And that's only if we get a short run. If this race ends on a long run, I don't think anybody's going to have anything for Blake Giglio, as he has been doing an incredible job saving his tires. But Justin Michael, very quick, trying to mount a second charge here. Patrick Colby's made his way around the lap cars. He's 3rd. Stringfellow giving chase. He'll make his way around the lap car. Jamie Dunning currently in 5th spot. Let's do a little thing that I like to call turn up the volume. Justin Michael had run down Blake Giglio as they were working their way through lap traffic. But now that they've gotten clean racetrack, Giglio able to pull away. But now he has caught the rear of a pack of cars. And in this pack of cars, Andrew Rattel currently sits 10th position. Last car on the lead lap just in front of him. All three of these cars now directly in front of him. The 5, the 27, and the 88 all trying to stay on the lead lap. Probably not going to give up position too easily, but that time Blake's going to get through now to the inside of Jonathan Cogswell. Giglio picking them apart right now. And that does not bode well for Dean Clavette, who had been the free pass car for most of this run. Now the 4th car lap down. Giglio continuing to put distance on Justin Michael in 2nd. That colorful car, the 28, Patrick Colby, he's in the running for this thing. Do not count him out. He has had a great showing here today, been in the top 3 almost the entire race. And he is catching that 87 of Justin Michael, who has been so strong since he joined the Southern Excitement Racing League. The 87 sideways on entry. Cogswell up against the wall trying to get out of the way. As these leaders are coming through with a vengeance. The 83 hard onto the brakes. Doing his best not to get into the rear end of the 28. And they all three will clear. The 5 and the 27, the 16 up almost 2 seconds ahead of these guys. He's trying to lap Justin White, who currently sits in 8th position. Sending in a little bit hard there. Oh, door to door with the 88. The 88 slides it up into the corner a little hard as he's trying to stay on the lead lap, just can't do it. Giglio will get around, but he loses almost half a second to the 87 of Justin Michael. But as you can see in front of him, nothing but clear racetrack. And that's exactly what the 16s wanted to see. Let's take a look out the front windshield of Blake Giglio's car, and there is no one in front of him. And now he could just go out there and make some hot laps as he is trying to make it. And this is what Justin Michael is seeing. It's a different perspective. Multiple lap down cars right in front of him. With Patrick Colby knocking on the back door. These guys trying to save their tires a little bit better than the 87 as we are looking at a potential run, green flag run to the end. Only one caution so far in this race, and there's the 28. He goes into the corner a little bit hot, slides it up into the 87. They're able to keep it straight, keep it going. No caution, no wreck, as the 83 will now go to the inside of Patrick Colby, side by side for the 3rd position. Colby holds strong These guys diving hard into the corner. These tires are very worn. Let's take a look at how long we've been out here. 81 laps on these tires. Colby back to the inside of Stringfellow. As these guys battle side by side, Justin Michael starting to pull away. Colby trying to use that 98 as a pick, and he's going to kind of go in the middle. And that's difficult for Stringfellow, who had a big run, but Colby may be the beneficiary here. Now they're 3 wide. Oh, Stringfellow chooses to back out. That's a wise decision. '83 sideways off the corner. Able to keep it straight, trying to stay away from the 98 of Kevin Franks. But through all that, the top 3 got separated quite a bit. Giglio, excuse me, out front right now by 3 seconds. As he is just setting hot laps. Justin Michael in second. He's trying to get around the 88 of Justin White. Dives it hard into the corner. Patrick Colby in third, not far behind. I think he saved his tires a little bit better than the 87. We'll have to see if he's going to have time or the position to get around the 87. He's going to have to run him down. 40 laps to go. Stringfellow currently sits in 5th. Had a run at the 28, had to back out of it, lost a lot of momentum, but currently still sits in the 4th spot. Dunning kind of about there all by himself right now in 5th position. The car that's racing him, John McMillan Jr., he's currently sitting in 6th position. Casey Herring right behind him, 7th spot for Casey Herring. And Justin White, oh, there goes the 83 sideways, able to save it. These guys are going to have to back it down. Only 40 laps remaining. And I think the 73 of Mark True chose to pit. Yeah, Mark True pitted on lap 127. He's got much newer tires. He has made his way back up to 9th position, even with the pit stop. And that 88 car, that would be a battle for position. If he can get around the 88, he has made a power move by pitting. But I don't think he's going to have time to run down our leaders, as he is still a lap and a half down. But you see just how much he powered around the 88 right there. So Mark True now into the 8th position. Patrick Colby's now to the inside of the 87 of Justin Michael. This is the battle for 2nd position. I said earlier, I think Patrick Colby has done a great job saving his tires, and now it is paying off as he is side by side with Justin Michael, who's been one of the strongest cars since he's joined the league. 87 a little sideways off the corner. Mark True by a long shot, the fastest car on the track, but I think he's just too far behind for it to make a difference. 6 seconds away from getting his lap back, as Colby now trying his best. Stringfellow may have hit the wall there, hurt it. No, don't see any damage. It must not have been him. Battle for second continues on. Colby on the inside. Justin Michael battling hard. Does not want to give it up. Colby into the corner, a little hot. They're door to door. A drag race down the backstretch, side by side action continuing. Mark True's now run these guys down. 87 a little crooked off the corner. True may make it 3 wide here. He's looking to the middle. He's not got time to waste. Mark True now to the outside, choosing the 87. This is an absolute battle. Mark True doing his best to try and make his way through. Stringfellow sideways again. Mark True's trying to run down the 2 of Casey Herring. That's over a half a lap difference. If he can get around these guys, he may have a shot at it. Colby needs to let him go. Now if the 73 can get alongside the 87, that may do well for the 28. Stringfellow all over these guys as well. Now Colby sideways. Stringfellow to the back door. He's going to get a nose on the outside. Not going to be enough. Can't carry it through the corner. That time, Colby may have brushed that outside wall. Down to the final 25 laps. Blake Giglio has pulled out to a huge lead over a straightaway over second position. Blake Giglio has been the class of the field. Doing all he can to just keep it out front. Second spot right now, Justin Michael. He has fought off every battle that has come his way. Patrick Colby has given it his best valiant effort to try and get around Justin Michael, but Justin Michael has really worked that outside line to his advantage. Third spot right now, Patrick Colby coming back from a long absence, showing what he's got tonight, showing why he belongs in the Southern Excitement Racing League. Currently in third. He's got a shot still to get second. Right behind these guys, Bill Stringfellow in fourth position, second in our point standings. And doing all that he can do right now, as we've seen him get sideways on multiple occasions. Those rear tires burn up pretty good, as we are on the longest green run, I think maybe ever, at North Wilkesboro. Currently out there 110 laps. Jamie Dunning in fifth spot. He's also having a phenomenal night. All three of the full throttle racing cars, Giglio first, Stringfellow fourth, and Dunning in fifth. All three with a top five right now. John McMillan Jr. currently in sixth position. He's having a very solid night. Casey Herring, last car on the lead lap, sits in 7th. He's trying to make a last-ditch effort to try and make it into the playoffs. We'll see if it's going to be enough. Mark True in 8th. He's a lap down. Chose to go in and pit under green. And has worked to his advantage up to 8th spot. Justin White, a solid top 10 right now, has had a fast car all night. Sits 1 lap down in 9th spot, and rounding out the top 10, that's Andrew Rattel in that golden number 5. Jonathan Cogswell, 11th. Dean Clavette, another one of note tonight, has had a lot of speed, just got stuck a lap down. Currently sits in 12th. As we go back to the battle for second, Patrick Colby trying to run down Justin Michael. Colby may have burned those tires up on those slides as he was getting down to the inside of the 87. That right there, the battle for second, third, and fourth position. Blake Giglio way out front. Almost a half a lap advantage now for the 16. The 83 of Stringfellow hard into the corner. As he tags that grass and has to let out. Colby with a big run on the 87. There's going to be some lap traffic that may be a factor as we're down to just 11 laps to go. Prentice choosing to get out of the way, let these lead cars run, and that's the way to do it. Final 10 laps, Blake Giglio out to a 7.5 second lead over Justin Michael here in the 87. Patrick Colby trying to battle to get that spot. The 83 of Stringfellow also all on the lead lap, second, third, and fourth. A tight battle on the track as we're down to the single digits. Colby on the inside of the 87 now. Trying to make it work. These guys have been battling very hard for a lot of laps. Colby, oh, they're gonna touch. They're so close, trying so hard, but Justin Michael just not letting him by. And we saw that 73 go around these guys, and now these guys have saved enough tire to where they're about even on the times. That caused the 87 to slow down a little bit. Oh, so close off the corner. Colby really cutting it tight. These guys getting around Mark True, 5 laps remaining. Can Colby get enough of a run? These guys are running down Blake Giglio. I think Blake just taking it easy, trying to not let these lap cars cost him. Down to the final 3 laps. Justin Michael in second. Third is Patrick Colby in the 28, and Bill Stringfellow in fourth in the number 83. This is the tightest battle on the track. These three have been battling for about 100 laps straight. Colby just has not been able to get around the 87. Only 2 laps remaining. Is there anything that they can do? These guys have run down Blake Giglio by about 3 seconds, but it's not going to be enough, as Blake Giglio will come off turn 4 and take the white flag. This race is official. Colby's going to dive it hard into the corner. Will he have enough? The 2 goes around in front of these guys. Stringfellow is going to be able to get around, but it is all Blake Giglio for the win. Justin Michael going to come around, get second spot. Stringfellow going to end up in third. Patrick Colby will come home 4th spot as he got loose off of turn 4. What a race. Jamie Dunning with a top 5. And the last car in the lead lap, John McMillan Jr., he'll come home in 6th position. Blake Giglio, he is your race winner. Burn it down, Blake. There is your race winner, Blake Giglio. As we'll be looking for our top 3. Bill Stringfellow, 3rd spot. Let's see if we can get a word with Bill Stringfellow. Hey, Bill, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, going good. You and Justin Michael and Patrick Colby had one heck of a battle for like 100 laps. Seen you get sideways a couple of times, but you stayed in it. And Patrick Colby gets sideways off that last quarter. You come home top 3. How did this race look for you tonight?
That was a long race, but it usually is for me at this track. So I'll take a top 5 here any day. I really don't understand this track, I guess. But it was a fun race. I enjoyed it. Congrats to Blake. He was definitely the fastest one today.
Yeah, no doubt. Didn't think anybody really had anything for Blake today. But, man, you come home top 3, and for somebody that says they don't really understand the track, what did you think about the competition as a whole and only 1 caution in today's race?
I am incredibly impressed with everyone in the race. To go 1 caution and 200 laps here, that's impressive. I'm very proud of how far everyone in this league has come and the respect that each racer has for each other to be able to have these type of races.
Absolutely. It's a great look for the Southern Excitement Racing League. You got anybody you'd like to thank, Bill?
Thank you for broadcasting. Thanks to my team. I think we had 3 of us in the top 5 again. That was good. Looking good for the team championship here too, and it looks like one of our drivers might have a good shot at the actual overall championship. So it's been a great season for us. Thanks to everyone in my Twitch chat. They were kept talking to me during the race, so it kept me focused a little bit. Just overall, thanks to the league as a whole.
Absolutely. Well, great job, Bill. We'll be talking to you again. Seems like we talk to you just about every week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Pocono next week and Watkins Glen after that.
You try not to take out Jamie, okay?
Yeah, I'll stay away from Jamie at Pocono this time. I won't intentionally wreck him as I was accused of last time.
Well, it's family.
Yeah, I know. It's all good.
All right, have a good one, Bill.
My family member too. Yeah, you too.
Absolutely. Great job tonight. And second place finisher, Justin Michael in the 87. Let's get a word with Justin. Hey, Justin, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, what a battle. You get up there, you get a caution there at lap 70 or so, and it looks like Blake had kind of distanced himself from you guys, but, man, you were so fast on the short run. You get out there, you win the stage, and, man, just an incredible battle those last 100 laps between you and Patrick Colby.
Yeah, definitely a fun race, and I didn't expect I'd get up there and get the lead. I was trying to get pressure on him, and I think he just slipped a little bit there in the middle of one of the turns, and I was able to get to the high side of him. But it's a fun race. He's just better at saving his tires here than I am, that's for sure. And then yeah, the 28 though, he did really well. He got under me a bunch of times. He just couldn't make it stick. The high side's definitely the best here, so it was a good run for him and good run for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. You got anybody you'd like to thank, Justin?
No, just everybody out there watching. Hopefully it was a good show. My friend Darren's out there again. Has always sent me a few texts, so I always appreciate that. And you call a great race and run a great leg, so we definitely like it.
Well, man, it's easy to call races when you guys run a short track with only one caution on 200 laps. That was an incredible race.
Yeah, I love long runs, and it didn't pay out today. But I don't like a lot of yellows at these places. It goes quick, and it's real fun. So a lot of good action tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, have a good one, Justin, and great finish.
You too. Thank you, sir.
And now on to the man of the hour. Blake Giglio from the pole gets the win here at North Wilkesboro. Hey, Blake, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
How is it going, Dakota?
Hey, man, it's going great. I love watching you get out there. A very short battle between you and Justin Michael. He was able to take the stage, but, man, these long runs, and it was a big benefit today as we only had one caution. You were the man on saving those tires. How did you do it?
I don't know. I thought I was burning them up off the start because usually I'm the one that usually falls back to third, and then I save and then come back up. So I was getting a little bit worried. But I started pulling away a little bit, and I looked in my mirror, and I asked Justin flat out. I was like, "You burned him up?" He was like, "Yep." And as soon as he said that, I knew I was going to have a good shot at this win. But when he got out in front, I did get a bit nervous that I wasn't going to be able to get him back.
Yeah, but, man, you got back around him. The lap traffic was kind of hard to get around. How were you able to navigate through that? We've seen you catch a couple of two-wide battles as those guys were battling for position.
I just had to wait, and it did cost me a lot of time. I think it was on the first run. He gained like a second and a half, and I was like, it's going to be a long night. But they did a very good job of keeping it clean, but they were racing. So they did a good job keep racing and keeping it clean. But at the end there, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to try to pass anyone. My right front was destroyed. I could not turn. I thought I was actually going to blow a tire, which turns out my right front was still 77, but definitely slowed down a bit there at the end.
Yeah, patience is key, and it's also kind of taking it easy. You really save those tires on the long run. Just class of the field tonight, Blake. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, same people as earlier. Rocket Racing Setups, you for broadcasting, SEL as a whole, and Full Throttle Racing. We all did a very good job tonight, like every night. I think we finished, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 5, and then, so I feel like we had a very good job tonight. So, shout out to them, and we're going to come back, I think, next week and give it a shot.
Absolutely. Well, good job, Blake. You it's kind of like in a football game where when one team wins like 55-4. That's what it looked like out there.
I wouldn't say that.
A blowout victory.
Yeah, my arm is dead. I don't know how I did it, but my right arm is destroyed.
Well, good job, Blake. We'll be talking to you again soon.
Yep, thank you.
That was winner Blake Giglio. And we'll be back next week, Thursday night, the Pelican Snowball Super Speedway League. And next Saturday, we'll be back with the Truck Series here for the Southern Excitement Racing League. And then next Sunday night, we'll be right back with these Cup Series drivers as they're making the run to the playoffs. And we'll be at Pocono. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. Great race. Blake just quick tonight. quick on the short run. The long run, he just could not be touched. So great job to everyone in the league who just had an incredibly clean race. Only one caution at North Wilkesboro. It's unheard of, but it's done right here in the Southern Excitement Racing League. And we will talk to you all again next time. Appreciate everybody for stopping by.